During one of my first big campaign, the players ended up one of them ended up in prison. So we had a bit of a jailbreak sequence, and it was pretty successful. They ended up making it out of the cell. They ended up sneaking out the back end of the prison. Half of them. The other half had to sneak through the front in order to get the prisoner players' equipment back. Things went pretty well. However, in the middle of it, the a local group of mobsters that were after the players ended up ambushing them, and started a full-blown war in the middle of this prison, right? Between the guards of the prison, the mobsters, and the players just trying to sneak out. They finally made it out the back and ended up with their own ambush by the mobsters and had to fight their way through it. And they managed to take down every single one of them until they got to the very last one. They were going to try to keep him alive in order to question them. But the player who got the final hit rolled a crit and rolled up so much damage that it ended up being an instant kill. They actually lopped this mobster's head off. So I thought that was going to be the end of it. You know, they finished the combat encounter. They needed to skedaddle. They needed to get out of there before they got caught by the guards. But they decided they wanted to try to question the person anyways. So the cleric decided to cast Speak with the Dead on the Headless Body. And in my mind, it's a headless body. It can't speak or anything like that. It's already dead. So I had him roll an Arcana check, and they rolled a 19 on the die. I think the total ended up being like 24, 25 or something like that. So I told him, okay, the headless body sits up, and as you try to speak to it, instead of words coming out, blood just spurts out of the neck because it's a headless body. So they ended up having the bright idea to give the headless body a stick, and they ended up having him right in the dirt beneath them to answer the questions, and didn't end up getting any new answers anyways. This mobster didn't have any of the answers to the questions that they were asking that they didn't already know. So it ended up being completely pointless. But I thought that you might get a kick out of that because it's one of my favorite moments in my D&D games. So I hope you all have a wonderful day.